This is Courtney Quarantine's new, like, saddle on crack. This is stunning. If you have green or hazel eyes, you're gonna eat this up. I did an unboxing of this on TikTok because I could not wait. I love Courtney so much, and I'm so excited for this palette. I have to properly get it on my eyes. So I also have the gloss too. This is Courtney Quarantine's new collab with MOB Beauty called the Reverie collection. We're gonna use that today. I'm gonna swatch the colors for you. What I also will help you with is like working with cream eyeshadows, specifically the MOB cream clay eyeshadows. They can seem a little bit more challenging when you don't know what to look for. If you're new here, hi, my name is Megan. I've been doing makeup for 15 years, 13 of them I worked for MAC. If there's anything I am good at, it is understanding different formulas and how to work with them and how to make them make sense for you guys. That was actually another thing too, like to put into perspective was like I will be a MAC girl to my core forever, but like what it truly meant when you were a MAC girl is that people were coming in from different stores everywhere. You had people that also worked around you in the mall coming and asking you to touch up their makeup before they went to work. They were asking you if they looked okay, like did their outfit make sense. Then you would have people, this especially happened in department stores, you would have people that bought an outfit upstairs and then came down and were like, does this look good on me? Like, does this make sense? Did like I get the right color of shoe for this dress? And then like, can you help me pick out a lipstick? Or they would buy stuff at other makeup places like Sephora and come over and be like, hey, I just bought all of these things. Can I actually get your advice on them? It was a crazy life, but that is why nothing that anybody says to me online, I haven't already heard before. And that's why I can help you work with cream eyeshadows. If you want to take a deep dive into the collection, watch me work with the palette, and we're going to do a lip with the new Peptide Cushion Drench lip gloss. Please keep on watching. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, the thing is that the way I mentioned this before with my palette Late Night, but the way that MOB allows creators to create and make shades is absolutely insane. So even if I went in to create this exact palette, it would never be the same because you can get it so perfectly what you wanted and so intricately designed that when you are holding someone's creation like this, you're just like, wow, you did this. So I'm very excited. This is the Reverie collection, created with Courtney Quarantine. The Reverie collection is a dreamlike ode to memory, imagination, and the passage of time. Courtney posts a lot of images in stories that make me go like, whew, you get it. It sends chills. So that's what she's embodying in this. Just in time for the harvest equinox, warm, cozy shades reminiscent of a candlelit glow sunset. So we have Memento, which is a burnt pumpkin cream clay eyeshadow. Liminal, which is a matte amber eyeshadow. Whimsy, which is a shimmering warm purple eyeshadow. I have a lot to say about this one actually. And Spark, which is a sparkling copper suspended sparkle bomb. And then look at this. This is the Peptide Drench Cushion Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Linger, which is a cool, rich brown that feels like a hug on the lips and pairs perfectly with warm eyes. Woo! All right. When I first started working with like, you know, pigments and cream eyeshadows and things that just weren't your traditional like formula. Oh, this is 24-hour eye base. Sometimes I would think that I was like doing it wrong or like I wasn't good enough or it just like wasn't the product for me sometimes. Like there were certain shades like I just could not get down. And it's because I was treating them like they were something else. I was treating them like in the same exact way that I would apply like a powdered eyeshadow, not even into consideration what the texture of the cream would do. Working with creams, which I think a lot of makeup artists really love working with creams, but they are, I think, one of the most beautiful products on the face, like cream blush, cream foundation, creamy lipstick, cream shadows, like all those things. Creams will teach you about your speed and your control and your intention when you're applying the products. They are not as forgiving as powders. And that kind of concept is similar to when I talk about benchmark brands. When you have your benchmark brand and you have your standard, you're able to see exactly what it is that you like and you have something to compare it to. So these points are very important if you are somebody that is trying to create your signature style or like elevate your makeup. Let's do some swatches. So this is Memento, which is the cream clay shadow. This is Liminal. Ooh, these two are my favorite. Like so stunning. That is Whimsy. Like those look so pretty together. I had said in the video on TikTok that like, this reminds me of like in school, those teachers like preschool calendars. Like this is October. And then that is Spark. This is like saddle on crack. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So with a cream clay eyeshadow, they are a little bit more emollient than I would say the average cream shadow is. So you need like the tiniest amount. And because it's cream, right? Like most people stop here and then I don't know what it is, but you guys love to pick up more product. You want to maximize moving this around as much as possible. That has a higher chance of setting in the way that you want it to. You can always go back in and add more. When I like work with cream shadows out of habit, I like to like slap it on and then move it around. But to help with any type of creasing, doing thinner shades is like doing thinner layers is a little bit better. I don't know if I'm going to create a look. I just sort of want to put the product on. This is a 224 from MAC. I had a little bit of something else on this brush. So if you see any shimmer on the eye. Yeah, so just because something is a cream doesn't mean that it actually has to be like spread out in the way that you would like take a little bit of like the 24 eye base and like smear it everywhere. One of my favorite tricks also is taking the Danessa blurring balm because it's like a powder, and I like to sometimes seal that in between layers too. I feel like I want to take liminal. I know that there should be green in this, so it's gonna cut some of the red that's in that color. That is, I feel like this is a Miss Megan version of MAC Soft Brown because I hate soft brown eyeshadow. It's just like not my thing. But if I was to wear a warm shadow, because like I like saddle so much because of the red, this is just like another version of this. See, that's a beautiful wash of color. Oh, and then you know what we're gonna do? Something that I love. I love a shimmery, iridescent, kind of like brow bone situation. So I'm gonna press Spark as the brow bone highlight because why not? There are like, what this collection reminds me of too. I don't know if you guys see them on your stories on Instagram. At least I have friends that post a lot of these things where there are these like crazy, insane houses that are like off in the woods, or it's like a cabin, or there's like a fireplace and it's just like a little video. Yeah, if this was a drink, it would be a cappuccino as opposed to like espresso shots like I would relate late night to. And once you know how textures behave and what you like to do specifically with the texture, then you can decide how to work things into your routine. Like to get this look out of the product you have, is it layering a cream and powder together? Is it just the cream by itself, or is it building up powder? And you'll be able to like read from a swatch what something looks like. So this is what something looks like at mass tone. And then when you stretch it, then you kind of see what everything is about. And then you know how to like control your looks or how you apply it on the eye. I bought another core set from Refer. Let's go into Whimsy. So purples are a very hard color to nail. Warm purples especially can be like ugly purples. They just don't sit well. They're harder to make work like into your whole makeup look. Purples can pull out dark circles under the eyes, but this is a beautiful purple. There is red in this too, which is where it's getting its warmth from. And I'll say this forever. I think that Melt has such great powdered eyeshadows. Ooh, let's blend this out with. The cool thing with cream eyeshadows too is you need less. Oh, those blend together really well. Obviously I have like a little bit, I have a little bit of this sort of like living in the brush. With creams, you need less product, less pressure, and more speed. Like if you were to quickly blend out a cream in theory, especially with like, there's so many things that go wrong with the wrong brush size for your eyes, for the formula. As soon as you go in and blend like this with how I'm using like powder and there's too much product on there, game over. That's really pretty. That is so nice. I'm gonna just bring this up a little bit. And then we'll add more purple. And then this is a Refer 02 brush. This is like wearable bruisey makeup. Like these are still very Courtney, very grunge trend, grunge core, but more people can wear these. Like if I had created these colors, they would start to lean so far on the poopy side. Like this would be like the brightest of bright purple and electric, and then these would all be poopy. These are poopy wearable. Great job. It's got like a little surprise of purple. Like if you were looking at my eye, you might not go, oh, she has like a purple eyeshadow on. I sort of talked about this in late night about how the way that I made it was, it really would show where you might need to work on technique. Because if you overblend reverb, it's gonna look muddy, but when you apply it right, it's gonna look perfect. So that's the same thing with creams and like cream clay, is this is gonna tell you where you might be struggling. Have I used a MOB eyeshadow wet yet? I don't know. I'm taking a little bit of the Danessa Blurring Balm spray on my hand. Ooh. Look at that. That is cute. Okay, now wait, I want to add a layer of metallic. I don't want to spray into the pan, so I'm just loading the brush and then spraying. Oh. I didn't use reverb wet? Look at that. Do you see this? Get into it. I like it wet. So generally with me, I like frosts and metallics wet. Like I get bored if they're dry. This is beautiful. And I think it makes it look more like exactly what's in the pan. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, let's look at the lip. So this is Linger. I love Peptide Drench Cushion Lip Gloss. I never get that name right. There's a little bit of green in there for sure. This formula feels like a lip treatment more than it feels like a lip gloss, and it's non-sticky too. When I thought about using this, I thought about Doom from Unearthly because I wanted it Zork. Whoa. My skin tone will pull out the green in this a lot. It's a little bit more milky brown on Courtney. Look at that. This is a perfect pairing to this. I'm gonna feather in. Yeah. Ooh. Let's for fun. I was gonna mix my shade Breakdown into it, but I'm gonna put Spark on top instead. Very pretty. Oh, ideally I think I'd actually like this with a coffee eyeliner. This is like an intense like MAC Bronze Shimmer lipstick. Costa Riche Ramblin' Rose. For anybody, I don't know which ones in these are sold on their own, but if you wanted that old school reddish orange frost and you have existing lip shades, but you need that metallic topper, 100%. And because Suspended Sparkle Balm is like a hydrating balm, it feels so good on lip. Look at that. Oh wait, let's put Sneak on top. When I was sitting down to do this video, I'm like, yeah, I'll do a full, it's so much more fun. Just like put makeup on. Just put it on and see what happens. This is gonna give me a better idea in terms of like how I'd want to use this. It could also just inspire me to like try something else, you know, with an entirely different. Okay, there's some things I want to try right now. Before we get to, I want to see what Linger looks like with Sneak on top. And then I was thinking about how I want to cut the green that I see in it on me. I'm not doing a very good job applying this, but that's okay. This is playtime. This is not perfection. Just for fun, I have Love Alert, which is an old Dazzle Glass from MAC. I was gonna use, I still want it to look brown. This is M147 from MOB. And maybe we'll sandwich it. Oh, let's see what I've cooked up here. So there's a richness. You can still kind of see the red that's in it, but there's like a richness to this, but it's also a little bit deeper. Where here, even if I had the liner, you can pick up on the greeniness that's in the brown. Very nice. Okay. Then my other thing I was thinking about, maybe I'll just layer. This is Jet from MAC. You could also use Jessica's Black Lip Balm because it is also neutral. I like both. I'm gonna add a little bit of Doom for definition. Oh, I like both. They both just do two different things. This is why you want a lip combo and not just a lipstick. Ooh, I really enjoy both. I really enjoy both. That's really pretty. Like Jessica Hayes did the best black balm. Okay, let's go in. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of MAC Lip Erase, and then this is a 38 brush from Refer. Oh my God, Linger with Dark Star. It's also Jessica's gloss. Okay, I've gone on this kick of like wanting to sharpen my pencil, like sharpen everything so that I can go through things more. I just sharpened M147. This is gonna be my base liner. Oh my God, I got so into what I was doing. This is me from the future. Later in the video, we have a saying over on my makeup community on the Revival: you don't know what you don't know. So if you want to figure out what you potentially don't know that could be hindering your confidence level when it comes to doing your makeup, make sure you head over to the link in my description and join my makeup community for free so that you'll be on your way to perfecting and elevating your current makeup routine. You can wear this on the lips too. The options are endless. Okay, we're gonna go in with Linger. And I would say, full stop, I've never seen a color like this. I've talked about before, like overtone and undertone in makeup, where like when you're creating with MOB, if I was to make more things with MOB, what would you guys want to see? Just out of curiosity. You can get so specific. When I look at this, the base tone has that olivey color, almost like what I see in this shade. I think that's Liminal. Yeah. The brown is in the middle and then there's like a gray overtone. That's just how I see things or how I would break down things. And that's why I'm so specific about saying like, nope, this is not the same, because it's like, again, the layering within the lip. I don't know if you guys know Lucky Makeup. She used to work for MAC as well. She does makeup on Schitt's Creek. She's Catherine O'Hara's personal makeup artist. Like, in my eyes, she is a legend. And I love her, and that I can call her a friend. But we were talking once about this concept of the lip. We were talking about this concept of color and like how you see things. And she explained it as Jello, where if you were to, like if you had a clear, like if you made Jello, you had the clear, you could see through it. And when you're looking down at it, like the Jello at the bottom looks so dense and dark, but the Jello at the top, where there's like more light getting to it, is like clearer and more see-through. Like that's how my brain operates with color. So like what part of like that tone do you want? This is my shade Sneak. Is that giving a little Spanish Fly? Oh, Oh my God. Okay. So there's a rosy base that is inside of Sneak. So that tiny little bit of rosiness will cut that tiny little bit. Oh, that tiny little bit of green that's in it. And then because this is silver, it's enhancing the gray, which can make it a little bit more milky. I need to try two things right now. A little bit more. Yeah, actually, when I put this side by side, you'll see what I'm talking about. Ooh, that makes it like rich. I immediately will be filming this for TikTok today. And then I'm gonna try Jet on this side. This is what I mean. You don't just want a lipstick, you want a lip combo. Look how fun this is. Oh my goodness. I love both. This was fun to play with. So as you can see, like once you can master something like a cream or like understand how to work with something or experiment with something, it takes you to different, like it opens up different things in your mind when it comes to creativity. And I'm talking to both that feels really attached to makeup and inclined to experiment and try things. And I'm also talking to the person that doesn't take makeup seriously and just wants like a nice routine and just something that makes sense and takes 20 minutes. You can still experiment with your lip combos. Like lips are the easiest thing to experiment with and like the easiest thing to make mistakes in. Eyes, not so much. Skin, not so much. Blush, not so much. But lips, baby, just mix the colors together and see what happens. Please, I'm begging. This is stunning. This makes me feel really good. Like I always say, your benchmark brands and your benchmark items help train you further than just seeing something as like a makeup look. You're able to, what you can learn from like blending a cream eyeshadow, you can apply to so many different aspects that create a cohesive look. These are all the things that I teach inside the actual Makeup Revival, which is my paid Skool community. That's where I guide you step by step on actually executing whatever you need to, that things are customized to you guys. That's where things are customized to you guys and you can actually get answers from myself and other makeup artists, because you need to be able to get feedback in your lighting with your products on your face, as opposed to just the generic, well, how do I make my eyes look bigger? Like there's other things that are involved, but it's not as difficult as you think. I will link both the free Skool and the paid Skool in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite shade is in Courtney's collection, and also what was your favorite lip combo that I did? If MOB gave me the opportunity to make more products, what would you want to see as well? If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram so you don't miss out on any Miss Megan news. Courtney, this was beautiful. I'm so happy for you and I'm so happy to call you a friend. Of course, MOB, I love you. Thank you guys for being here and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.